All right.
Hello.
Here we are, our first live. We're super excited.
Yes, very excited.
I'm Bill.
I'm Natasha.
And this is Nursing Our Travel Bug. We are a travel nurse family. Been traveling the country for about 2 years now.
No, almost three. 3 in May.
My timing is bad. I don't know where I am right now. No. So that's good.
We traveled the country in our fifth wheel RV with our 2 kids and our dog. And we travel all across the country.
That's right. And right now we're actually here in Waco, Texas.
So next talking point, we are actually live with a RV community who's banded together on YouTube. It's the RV YouTube TV Guide, and they do lives most every evening, Monday through Sunday. And so we are the first premiering this evening on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, so thanks for being here.
Yes.
Good deal. So what are we doing? Let's see. So we, about the RV YouTube. It's pretty cool. Jerry Holling and James Catney's put that together. I see, James, you're here. So thanks so much for doing that. It's really cool. A little group that's come together, and I know a lot of people are involved with it. I feel like we heard about Blue Wave through Diary of a Family, and then folks like Camper Life, and I think we've always followed the roads we roam, and it's just, yeah. But now it's like getting more involved and actually being deliberate, intentional.
Yes.
Diary of a Family about what we're doing and making sure we are actually, helping everybody out. Watching videos, commenting, liking, doing as much as we can to help each other out, and that's what this community is all about.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. And the great thing about the RV community is it spans all generations, all walks of life, all types of groups of people, from singles to couples to families to retirees. So it's really cool to be a part of that community, and we hope to continue connecting with folks via YouTube, via online, and hopefully, ideally, to meet them down the road someday.
Yeah, I feel like they were still part of so many different communities, and hopefully we bring more people together and everybody starts, we get to know each other and blend all of those together. It may not be everybody, but at least for us, like, we're part of the Fulltime families, part of this whole, I feel like we have this travel nurse core, especially our YouTube buddies, Diary of a Family and No Ordinary Path.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us.
Those are great channels, so you should be following those for sure. And our
Road Life Project, a new RV community, along with Full-Time RV Family Life. I mean, so many great RV communities out there. We're members of Escapees, although we've never done an Escapers Bash or anything like that before. But yeah, tons and tons of folks out there. And that's what this lifestyle is about. You travel. You're never in one place for very long. So really, it's about the connections you make with individuals, and whether it's connecting with them online, because that's the technology age that we're in. We're able to meet strangers and become friends and never physically meet, but then also on the road, because we're all traveling, we're all exploring this beautiful country, and then you hope that you can meet them in person someday, and you've already built that friendship, so then it just becomes that much more meaningful, that much deeper when you see them in person. So yeah,
I was thinking about that today. I don't know if it's true, but I think, well, by the time we get done here in Waco, because we're here till end of March almost, I think this will be the longest we've ever parked, sat still since we started traveling.
Yes.
So I don't know if we've ever had 2 full contracts back to back.
No.
We've extended some places, but yeah, we never had 2 back to back full 13-week contracts.
So that's a great jumping off point, actually, so we can actually tell you about travel nursing and tell you a little bit about us. Yes, X marks X marks the spot. We do need to coordinate better with No Ordinary Path. They're premiering one of their videos right now, but they're in the live, so they're hopping back and forth, and we love them for that. So it's great to see you guys. Hello, Posh Cats Camping, and Skip to LaRue. Thanks for joining us. So again, we're multitasking, so bear with us. But back to travel nursing. So I have been in healthcare now for almost 14 years. I was a nurse's assistant for 7 years before I became a nurse. I worked as a nurse for about 3, and I was meeting a lot of fellow nurses who were getting into traveling. Of course, most of them were single and young, but it kind of sparked an idea like, oh, what if we do this as a family and take this show on the road? So I've actually been a travel nurse now for 4 years this month. It's kind of crazy to say that. But I did local contracts before we hit the road. And basically what a travel nurse is we are nurses who are confident in our skills. You know, you've got some time under your belt, and we fill in for hospitals if they're short on nurses for whatever reason, whether they had a bunch of nurses move on to other units within the hospital. You find that a lot in like med surge. The nurses get, you know, their time under their belt, and then they go on to like critical care, ICU. Or you could have had a lot of nurses who leave a facility for one reason or another, job dissatisfaction, move, folks graduate, go on to become nurse practitioners, whatever. So a travel nurse is somebody with skills who can just jump in there and start work basically from day one. The contracts are typically for 13 weeks, so about 3 months at a time. You get a wee bit of orientation. Basically, this is our facility. This is how we chart. This is where things are. And then from then on out, you're on your own. Luckily, nurses are loving individuals, and for the contracts that I've had, I've always had hospitals that are really open to travel nurses, and you have folks you can run to if you have questions, and just have a really open, welcoming community. You haven't always heard that about nurses. You hear the phrase that we eat our young, but we're getting better at that. So. But yeah, as a travel nurse, you can go to all 50 states and work as a nurse. Really, you don't necessarily have to have a lot of qualifications other than a nursing degree. And then most companies want you to have at least a year's experience, typically 2, but really you just have to be confident in your skills and almost an expert in the level of field that you work in. So I work with an agency, and the agency acts as like a mediary between the travel nurse and the hospital. You tell the company what you're looking for as far as job type, hours, pay, and they go find the jobs for you. And then of course they take a little slice of the pie for being facilitating that. So yeah, we have been to, I've worked in 10 or 11 states. And we've been to 22 states since we've been traveling as a family almost 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but travel nurses aren't necessarily RVers. A lot of them do Airbnb or long-term hotel stays or rent apartments. But we felt like RVing was the best choice for us. You know, we don't have to pack. We have our home with us wherever we go. We get to sleep in the same bed every night. And yeah, it just made more sense that way. We happen to travel in a 5th-wheel RV. We have a Jayco North Point 377 RLBH, which is a rear living bunkhouse. We've got 2 kids. When we started traveling, Bella was 10 and Will was 7. They are about to be 10 and 13. Oh, they're getting so old. But our RV is 42 feet long, which was super intimidating, learning to drive and tow and park when we first set out. But the kids each have their own space. My son sleeps in the bunkhouse. Daughter sleeps in a loft above the bunkhouse. We have our own bedroom, large living area. So it's really like a tiny home on wheels. So that was perfect for us. But yeah, we go from contract to contract every 3 months. We usually take about a week off to get from contract A to contract B. So we're usually scooting it across the country from one place to another, typically.
Yep. And we just thought we would. A lot of people ask, like, travel nursing, like, what is that? How does that work? Like, do you pick where you want to go? Do they tell you where you're going? No, we get some choice in what we can tell them, like, where we want to go, and usually it's worked out for us. So that's a good thing. Roy and Becky's Travels is here. Hello, hello.
Hello.
They do grow up very, very fast. Yes.
So I'm going to check the feed here, and we'll pass the next subject on to Bill. But X Marks the Spot had asked a question: does Natasha drive in tow? You know, it's funny. Bill had previously driven a shuttle bus for a company he worked for a few years ago. So he was comfortable driving big things. The biggest thing I had driven was our GMC dually long bed. And that was only like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks before we started RVing. But no, I'd never towed anything before. We were never campers before. Bill's folks had a Class C that we borrowed on a camping vacation for like 5 days. That was as close as we've come to like camper RVing. So no, I hadn't had any previous experience. But the day we took possession of our RV and had to drive it from Mitchell, South Dakota, where we purchased it, to Fargo, North Dakota, which was my first travel assignment with the family, Bill had a raging migraine. So it was a trial by fire that day, my friends. I did have to tow. But luckily, we've got a great setup with our truck. So there's not a lot of chucking. It's a pretty smooth ride. And I mean, it was flat. I mean, you're in South Dakota, North Dakota. You don't have a lot of hills or mountains or anything to deal with. So it was good. And it was a straight shot north. We didn't have a lot of, crazy turns and, weird off roads. It was pretty much interstate, like 99% of the way.
Till we got to the campground. That's a whole other story.
Yeah. But no, since then we try and, we've learned from other YouTubers that both individuals need to know what's going on with the rig. Both individuals should be able to drive the rig, should be able to hook up the rig, set things up on the inside as well as the outside, because you never know. You never know if somebody's going to be sick that day. You never know if something's going to happen, some kind of emergency pops up and you're down to one solo. So yeah, we divide the driving. And we divide all of those responsibilities. So I think each of us comfortably would be able to take over 100%.
Yep.
Yeah. So great question. Thank you.
So another hello to Christina Jackson.
Yeah. Hey, Christina. She's another fellow travel nurse that we've met through social media. We have yet to meet in person, but we can't wait to someday.
And your mom.
Hello, Mom. LKR 150. It's great to see you.
Carolyn drove our rig for about 20 miles.
Well, hey, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right, Diary of a Family? I mean, good for you, Carolyn. I mean, to go from your little, what did she drive, like a Mazda hatchback, and then, yeah, to pick up a big old fifth wheel and truck. I mean, girl power, way to go. But we'll move on from the girls.
Yeah, so for this live, we're just kind of taking it from the point where maybe you're watching us, you're pretty new to our channel, so we're just going to tell you more about ourselves, I guess. So this contractor actually began something new for me since I'm the stay-at-home dad. I mean, I've been homeschooling the kids and taking care of stuff around here. But for this one, it was the first time we were looking for somewhere to stay, and I actually ran across a review of a campground for a Corps of Engineer park. and they were talking about, well, you know, if you volunteer, they'll let you stay there for free. Free?
Score.
I joke and say that's my favorite 4-letter F word. Free.
Yes.
Free.
Yes.
So I actually looked into it, and I called up the company, or not the company, called up the office here in Waco.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, well, yeah, that is true. It's of a maintenance position. And they asked, can you use a chainsaw? And I thought that was kind of strange. And of course, my mind's going to, I'm like, well, I've never used it in a professional setting. And they're like, no. Have you? And they're like, well, are you sure you've never used a chainsaw? I'm like, well, I've used one. Like, are you sure you've never, like, they kept asking, like, you need to say yes to get this position. So I'm going to keep asking it over and over until you say, yes, I've used a chainsaw. Yeah. Funny thing is, I've never seen a chainsaw the whole time we've been here, or seen anyone using them. But
well, because it's the government. So everything you do related to this job, if it involves a tool, you have to be checked off on, because it's a whole safety thing. And Bill is not an employee. He doesn't get a check. He didn't have to fill out a W-2 or anything. He's a volunteer. So yeah, all the government rules and regulations. Yeah. They gotta cover their ends as well.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But it's a pretty sweet gig. So this one, I haven't worked at any other parks, but this has to be the easiest position of any Corps of Engineer parks out there. As a part-time, they asked us to do volunteer 20 hours a week, and 2 days a week we unlock the gate at 6 in the morning, and then we close it at sunset, which is sometimes entails we'll walk around and you have to tell people to move their cars, because they're allowed to stay in the park. They just have to move their vehicles to the other side of the gate. Yep. It's mainly a fishing spot. We're at a spillway here in Waco. And then other than that, we just kind of walk around, pick up trash, and make sure people aren't places they're not supposed to be. So that's what I do. And going forward, we're going to try to, if it works out, going to try to match it up with her nursing contract, see if we can find either a work camping position or another position like this Corps of Engineer park, because it helps me, gives me something to do, helps our budget, gives us a free place to park. So all in all, it's a good thing. So if we can make it work going forward, we're going to keep trying to do that.
Definitely. So I want to shout out to my brother, Nick Thomas. He's in the room. Of course, he's plugging Iowa. We're Iowa natives, obviously, with the Hawkeyes. He says,
how dare you?
He says Nebraska sucks.
No.
Well, sorry. No. Not all things from Nebraska are terrible.
So much wrong.
Hello to, I hope I'm going to pronounce your name correctly, Grammy Patterson from Scotland. That's awesome. I have...
like Graham? You have to tell us, phonetically spell it out.
Oh, yes, perhaps. Yes, I have some lineage that goes back to Ireland. So, we're neighbors. Hey, nice to see you.
Don't they hate each other? I don't know. I'm just joking.
Hello, Blue Wave Odyssey. Thank you for joining us. I believe so. Blue Wave is another one of those big RV, this big RV channel that's really been pushing this YouTube TV guide that we heard from. You said from Diary of a Family.
I think Blue Wave started coming on or going to, I don't know. We heard about Blue Wave through Diary of a Family. I remember them being on some of their lives and just seeing the name. So then we started following them, and then he has all sorts of great lives, and he's so awesome about trying to bring the community together and just getting everyone to help each other out. And that's where we met so many other great channels that I could just list for days. But we've met new connections, met new friends, and it's a great community.
Yeah, and Bob and his wife Debbie, they're super nice folks. We love their videos. They do a lot of their travel videos of what they're out doing and exploring in addition to these lives, and just really cool folks to follow along. So we hope to meet them one day. But thanks for joining us. So all these channels that we're listing to, guys, Make sure that if you don't follow them, if you haven't checked them out, go over to their YouTube channel, check them out, give them a thumbs up, and subscribe to their channels, because they're helping to support us and help us grow, and we want to in turn, give that love back. So be sure that you do that. Hi Drew. I want you say Drew. It says Drew on here, but I know you as Andrew, so I wanted to call you Andrew. But Andrew Cripps from from our national adventure. Thanks for joining us.
Another fabulous channel. I know that they are having part 2 of their premiere tonight. It was Yosemite, right?
Yes, Yosemite. Part 1 was fantastic. They've got some great shots. Working with a new camera that's getting some 360 angles,
awesome.
Which is fantastic. We gotta look into that, babe. But we actually met them when we were at an RV rally with Fulltime Families in March of last year, and they're just the nicest, sweetest people. Got 3 beautiful young girls, so we're hoping we get to meet up with y'all again sometime in the future, because they're just really great people. So it's another great channel to check out. Let's see who else had popped in here. Oh, hello, our epic RV adventure. Thanks for checking in with us. I know the timing is kind of awkward. They're on their way to dinner. We're right before like everybody's pre-gaming. But
where did they decide to go? They're at Disney, right?
Yes.
I wonder where they decided to go.
Yeah.
It was fun driving into Walt Disney World live earlier with them pulling into Fort Wilderness.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Lots of side chat stuff going on. We'll try and stay up on everything. If there's something that we missed in the chat or the feed, we'll come back and we'll add it to the comments later.
It's like RV Nomad 365 has come in.
Hello, welcome. There's the video we watched today of installing the mirror on the door?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm so bad. I was telling her earlier, a lot of these RV names are similar, and I'm bad with my memory sometimes. So a lot of these like Nomads and Diary and
RVs,
Adventure and all this. Yeah, it's hard to keep it clear in my head. But someone's like, "Did you watch my video about the?" Yes, because I remember the video. I just won't remember who did what sometimes.
Yes, and I am particularly terrible at names. Period. I will remember your face to the day you die. I won't remember where I know you from or who the heck you are. If I ever get dementia, oh boy, we're going to have a treat someday. I like to joke about medical stuff because I'm medical. Oh, I see Our National Adventure is on. So hello, Allison, I'm assuming is who's over there. Who else did I just see?
And RV Media Creators. Another fantastic channel. That's Garrett from Diary of a Family. Has an amazing channel that's helping give tips, a lot of great tips on getting a channel kind of off the ground and about editing and sound and cameras and all sorts of great stuff.
And just putting it together, because I mean, what I personally find encouraging is that a lot of these YouTubers are retirees. So they didn't grow up, with the technology that we did. So, but they're out there and they're putting together fantastic content, and they're doing these live feeds, and they're using all of this technology and they're picking it up. So it's really great to have a resource like RV Media Creators that can give you step-by-step instructions. Sorry,
jingle bells, jingle bells.
Bernie. The kids just brought the dog back. But anyway, it's really great to have, somebody like RV Media Creators who can give you step-by-step instructions. It's a place that you can go to learn how to do this for your own channel. And you don't have to be an RVer, because I know there's lots of friends and family that are joining us on here that, don't have the RV lifestyle. But if you are interested in, building your own YouTube channel, there's great information there that applies to all different forums. So thanks for joining us, guys. We appreciate it. All right, what's next?
Hello, Thin Blue Lane RV. So no, we were just telling you about us, and figured while we were doing that, we would tell you that we did put together a couple of videos about our story and kind of what we everyone refers to as their why video. Gives us a lot of our history and why we're doing what we're doing, and it's another good video of ours to check out if you like.
Yes, we'll try and link it, or at least put it in the description after the live is over, so you've got an easy place to find it. But I think we shot that when we were in Connecticut this summer.
Yes.
So it should be back around June-ish that you would see that. Yeah. 18 in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I've been really excited as far as our YouTube channel goes with the growth that we've seen. I think when we started connecting with this RV YouTube group, we had, I don't know, 280 subscribers, 270 subscribers maybe. And we're almost to the 400 mark now. So we thank you for all the love. And that's what this community is about. Like, this is a prime example. Of course, as far as like YouTube goes, for those of you who don't know, you have to hit 100 subscribers so that you get a name instead of just numbers and symbols associated
under
with your channel.
Under URL for your website.
Yeah. And then you have to hit 1,000 subscribers if you want to have monetization. But the caveat to that is you have to have, 4,000 watch hours. So you have to have the followers, but they also have to be watching enough content for YouTube to say, okay, now I can throw in some commercials and make a little money, and they give you a kickback. So that's ultimately our goal right now. We're chugging along to that goal. Right. But this community is definitely helping to propel us to that. So that is amazing, and we appreciate you. Thank you for the love.
That's why we always talk about subscribers, but yeah, really the important thing is just watching and letting people know that you watch by liking and commenting on their videos. It's just so important on so many different levels. Plus it's getting to know people, and it's kind of it's people's art in a way,
Yeah.
So you're kind of seeing people for who they are,
Well, and I think it's inspiring too. I mean, not everybody can be as gutsy as an RVer. I mean, really, you have to be a little gutsy to sell or get rid of your humble abode, your sticks and bricks, as we call it, the lingo in the community goes. But yeah, you have to be willing to jump out of that box that society has built for you. You have, when you travel, it's like, okay, what am I going to do for money? Now I'm selling the house that I know and I love. How and where am I going to be? Where am I going to stay? How am I going to meet people? You have all of these what ifs and questions and things like that. So it's very, it's a big deal to get out into RV. And for us, it's been a blessing. Granted, not every day is sunshine and rainbows, and you are going to have issues in an RV, just like you do at home. But it's great that there's this community for all of us weirdos who get out, who RV, and break the mold. Absolutely.
Your brother, Nick, mentioned something earlier about a list of trusted mechanics to work on the rigs and RVs. I think that would be most helpful. Funny you mentioned that. Through our Road Life project, we're sort of affiliated with them. I mean, we don't get any kickbacks or anything.
Yeah.
But so they actually do have a Find an RV Tech on their website. It's roadlifeproject.com. It is a group like escapees or full-time families where they do have other great benefits. They're had a health insurance for a while, and
they're looking to start back up.
Yeah,
in another month or so.
Some good discounts. That a lot of the other ones have similar things like Harvest Host discounts and things of that nature. But we found it really useful, and I've actually looked at their Find an RV Tech, and there's a lot here in Texas because it's actually
home.
Not based. Well, it's home. It sort of is in Athens, Texas. Folks like Hippie and a Tech, Two Beards and a Babe, they own it. So Todd from Two Beards and a Babe, he is part of the NRVIA. Is that right?
well, the NRVIA, I think, is the association, and this is the RV
Garrett,
training.
Tell us.
It's like NRVTA training. It's the training academy.
Yes, NRVTA.
Yes.
So they're part of the whole school that trains the RV techs. So they're the ones that kind of put together this list. But yeah, and it's pretty helpful to find somebody in the area. So yeah, there's quite a few around our area because we're pretty close to Athens. We're about an hour from there right now.
Yeah. But what's great about these mobile techs is typically they're RVers too. So as they travel the country in their RV, you know, and they're setting up shop in the next city or the next state, you can Google them. They can update their location and you can find an RV tech close to you. So that's a really great tool to have. So that you look up somebody who's reputable, who can come and work on your rig, as opposed to taking it into a shop and letting it sit there for Lord knows how long before they can even look at it, then order the parts, then do the work. That does not fly with full-time RVers like us.
Yeah. So we used one in Orlando, and it was kind of like, well, I don't know these people, and you kind of go with who the RV park suggests sometimes.
Word of mouth.
And hopefully that's good, and it's not like that's my cousin Fred that comes and works on your RV. But you don't know.
You're right.
But no, it worked out great for us in Orlando. We had a good mobile tech come out when we had some trouble with our AC.
Yep.
That's another show.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So we're about halfway into it. Should we do a little Super Bowl trivia?
I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Why not? Yeah.
Or we can start with a trivia question. These shirts might give it away. And if you really know us, if you're related to us, or if you really know us, just don't give an answer. But we thought it might be fun to guess. Do you know where Natasha is from?
So you can kind of see it from my shirt. I'm not really sitting up very tall, but
there you go.
That's the state I'm from. Do we have any guesses?
We can also, we're going to give you some hints to tell you what city she's from also.
Yes.
And you might just be able to shout it out. Of course, your mom and your brother will be able to shout that out.
For sure. For sure.
Diary of a Family or Our National Adventure. Some of the people that know us a little better might know too.
Mm-hmm.
But to give you the first hint, we'll start obscure first.
Yes. So the city that I am from is where Chief War Eagle was actually buried and memorialized. And Chief War Eagle was one of the guides for Lewis and Clark on their adventure across the country. See, other nomads. See the connection? Although you couldn't call them RVers. No.
That chat's not keeping up. We just realized our chat froze or something a while ago.
Oh.
So let's see what we missed. Whoopsies. Hello, this breathing nurse.
I'll reload here.
See if we can reload there. Whoopsies.
Yeah. All right. So while he's reloading, yes. So we're talking about.
What tribe is he from? Blue Wave Odyssey says Sioux City. It looks like he's got it.
Wow. On just one clue. Wow. Good job, Blue Wave.
Anyone say it for him? We have nothing to give you. Virtual high five. We'll work on that.
But some other fun trivia. So yes, I am from Sioux City, Iowa. So it's in the northwest corner of the state. And we always called it the Tri-City area because there's Sioux City, Iowa. There's North Sioux City, South Dakota. And then there's South Sioux City, Nebraska. So it all converges right there in the middle. But of course, there's a famous sarsaparilla from Sioux City sarsaparilla. Subi honey, for all of you honey folks, is made and bottled right there in Sioux City. And the oldest popcorn company, founded in 1914, Jolly Time popcorn from Sioux City, Iowa. So, just a few little fun facts.
Imagine that.
Yeah, fun stuff. So.
I always joke. Probably not so much anymore. I always joke that it smells there. There was a John Morrell plant there.
Mm-hmm.
That's my joke. But being from where I'm from, we always joke about Iowa. It's a whole rivalry thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, so now let's guess where I'm from. This giant hint also. Maybe we wore the wrong shirts today. Once again, it's going to be more the city. Which I guess if you know one city there, it's probably pretty much you're going to get that.
Yeah.
So we'll just wrong. It's not crap.
Hello, JTS Outdoor Live. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes.
Hello, Buckeye Kitty. Nice to see you.
Nebraska. So we're just going to throw out the hints. In my opinion, it has the best zoo in the nation. I haven't even seen the other one that they say is the best, which would probably be San Diego or something. This is the best, hands down. That's why we joke and say that we're zoo snubs.
Yeah.
Whenever we go somewhere, like, oh, did you go to the zoo? We don't need to. We're going to be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not true. We've been to a few. We still go.
We like zoos.
Yeah. We have the reciprocity benefits with our Boone Shopped Museum in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
Funny fact, we've never actually been there. But you can get a pass through their museum, and you'll have either free admission to all these other science or
children's museums.
Different museums.
Aquariums.
Yes, or you can get like half off. So that's paid for itself time and time again.
For sure. RV Media Creators Guest, are you from the Ozarks? No, sir. Nothing quite as beautiful as the Ozarks, unfortunately.
But it is the Big O. The weather it's a little warm. It's nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking, Nick.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Our national adventure, they were just at the Atlanta Zoo, petting on some pandas. I did see that online. It looked super cute. But we haven't made it to the Atlanta Zoo. We've driven through Atlanta. Ooh, with the rig. There's 7 lanes of traffic. We went there at like, what time was it? 1 o'clock in the morning. That's probably the only time I want to drive the rig through Atlanta. But yeah, we got to check out their zoo, sometime for sure.
So zoo, Warren Buffett, second clue.
Yep.
Home of Warren Buffett and the Berkshire Hathaway annual shareholders meeting every year is in this city. Never seen Warren Buffett, but he's often in the news there because he's hanging out with all his buddies, having ice cream with Paul McCartney.
What?
Bill Gates comes to town. They play ping pong. Just it's interesting. And he lives, he has some modest. I think he has a Cadillac, but he doesn't live in like a huge mansion.
Yeah,
the ritziest part of town.
Mm-mm.
But it's a big house.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's right in Midtown.
Mm-hmm.
Omaha! Somebody said it.
Yep. Our national adventure. And then Blue Wave sneaked right in there, back to back.
Omaha!
That's right. Omaha, Nebraska.
And then Peyton Manning put us on the map. That was part of his cadence.
That's right.
Omaha! And now you hear it all the time in football.
Yeah, it's another fun football fact.
But yeah, I don't know if he was the only one that did it, but it's funny.
Mm-hmm. So you had a couple other fun facts about Omaha, Nebraska?
Oh, yeah. If you didn't get it there, I'm just going to say home of the College World Series every year. It's usually what other things it's known for. And steaks. Everyone's heard a lot of people say, Omaha steaks.
That's right.
That's why we always say that we're steak snobs also. Like our buddy Jason LaRue owns a meat market in Sulphur Springs, Texas, and another town that I always forget. But he has 2 shops. And I have
J&J Meat Markets.
Yes, J&J Meat Market. If you're ever in the area, pick up some meat from them because it's good stuff.
Oh my gosh, so good.
And I joke with him. I say, "Well, yeah, I bet better be getting your beef from Nebraska." He's like, we get some from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we joke. I'm like, "Oh, I bet you get your disgusting, smelly pigs from Iowa." And they actually do. They get their pork from Iowa because that's what they're known for.
That's right. Hey, man, that is the smell of money. That's what the farmers say. Roll down the window. You don't like that? That is the smell of money.
Smell of money.
Oh, goodness.
So
hello,
there you
Colorado
go.
Martini. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. Hello, RV Dog. RV Dog is in the RV.
What's that? The pork? Put it in my mouth. I'm gonna stop reading Nick's comments. I don't.
Yes.
He's gonna get me in trouble. I'm gonna. Whoops. Nope. Shouldn't have said that.
No. Say it in your head before you say it out loud. That's the rule with these lives, right? Is yes, it's faster to read aloud, but if you read it incorrectly, or you misconstrue the message, this could go from PG rated to R rated very quickly, and that's not what we're shooting for here. All right, so yeah, that was some fun trivia about you and me. Good job, everybody. We didn't have to give it away. They got the guesses. We've got some smart people in the room tonight.
There you go. That can be your thing. Put your hand up to your camera. There we go. Boom.
We high five a lot in our relationship, in our family. It's on there. Yes. All right, so that's nursing our travel bug trivia.
Hello, RV Dog. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's move on to some Super Bowl trivia. Get everybody amped up. Get them excited for the big game. Yeah.
Who are you going for?
Well, being from the Midwest, the teams in the area, there's no one to root for in Iowa or Nebraska. We're college teams.
It's all college.
Yes.
It is weird. I always hear about people talking about pointing on camera.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So if you go in a circular, direction from where we are, you could go to Colorado and root for the Broncos. You could go up to Minnesota and root for the Vikings. Green Bay is not too far away. There's some Green Bay Cheesehead fans in Wisconsin. You could go south and root for the Chiefs. That's pretty much it in that general area that we're from. So despite being closely centered to Kansas City and the Chiefs, since I was a kid, I was actually a 49ers fan back in the day with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. Those they were hot. They were on fire. So that was where my love for the 49ers came from. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a diehard fan by any means, even with college. I wear this t-shirt because it's from Iowa and I'm from Iowa and I enjoy watching the football, but I don't live, I don't live for football. It doesn't make or break me. So, but if I were rooting for anybody tonight, I would have to say I was rooting for the 49ers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you? Who you rooting for?
I highlighted that. I wanted to say hello to Captain Jack Scrapper. He's in the house. I always say, "Oh, Captain, my Captain," when I see him in the group. It's another fun channel.
Yep.
And that was the first comment that I highlighted. Congratulations, Captain Jack.
Go Lions. Wait, never mind. Sorry to disappoint Captain Jack Scrapper. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here.
I think I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't really have a dog in the fight, as they say. But I guess if she's going for the Niners, I got to go for the Chiefs.
Because, we got to all go head to head. We can't ever just, be happy together.
That's right. I think it'll be I don't know. We'll see. It might be a good game. It might be a blowout. Chiefs like to come back from behind, I think. I think it'll be a good offense versus a good defense. And sometimes defense wins. So, but we'll see.
We'll see. Who are you all rooting for? We know no ordinary path. We know who they're rooting for because they happen to be from Kansas. So we know who they're rooting for. That's okay. I still love you guys.
They're all saying. Go sports. Yay.
That's right. Go sports.
Spicy. Should probably figure all that out. We'll figure all this out as we keep going, figuring out a good setup. What do you guys think of we put a little trade secret. We're not centered either. But
that's okay.
We put one of our videos on YouTube And we just paused it right when our logo was big on the screen. I'm like, boom, let's have that behind us, because we're trying to figure out, should we do this outside? How would that work with our setup? And so, what do you think? Is that weird?
Well, it was pretty windy today. Our awnings were flapping all over the place. We had to bring them in. And whoo, here in Waco, Texas, the high today was like 81 degrees. So it was pretty toasty. We needed.
So suck it, Iowa. In Nebraska. I mean, whoopsie.
We love you. We love you. But hey, there's
we love the people.
There's some Niners love in the house. You see RV Nomads 365, Colorado Martini. They're rooting with me. They're rooting with me.
Good. I joked and said I'm going to root for the team that Joe Montana played for. But hopefully you know why that's funny, because he played for both teams. But yeah, probably most famous for time with the Niners. Yeah.
For sure. All right, so let's move on to some Super Bowl trivia.
Super Bowl. First Super Bowl question. Hopefully these are right. Thank you, Google. If they're not right, we all learned something the wrong way today. Okay. Who had, I think this was the most Super Bowl wins. Who has been to Super Bowl the most number of times?
No, that's a separate question.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry.
Who's got the most rings? Who won the most?
Bling blinging. Now I'm second guessing myself, because
we've got some good answers. We got New England, Pittsburgh, Green Team.
Go Green Team. Who said it first? Or should we wait for some more to pop in here? Hello, Lily Gypsy Child. Welcome.
Daydream about nice things. Hello. Between the two teams playing. No, just in general. Out of all of the NFL teams, who has won in the Super Bowl the most? Or who has the most Super Bowl wins?
Not my team. But we'll get to a fun trivia question about them.
Perhaps.
Or did we do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, we did. It's down there. So we've got some Patriots, we've got some Pittsburgh, the Green Team, so that must be Green Bay.
Or the Eagles.
Or the Eagles.
Or wrong either way.
New England, Pittsburgh, 49ers. Who else we got on here?
Yes. According to our research, I think it was actually tied between the Patriots and the Steelers with 6 apiece. Is that right?
Yeah.
We hope that's right.
That's what we found out.
That's what a website said. You can believe everything you see on the internet. So hopefully that's right. Are we right?
That's right.
No, it's the Green Team. That's right. That's right. You just keep believing that. The Green Team. You'll sleep good at night. I like the answer too. It's a good one.
That's right. You got to back your team no matter what.
That's right. Go green. Mean green.
All right. Next question. Who has been to the Super Bowl the most, whether or not they have won? Who's been in the most Super Bowl games?
The most. Who has been to the Super Bowl the most?
Got some good. Pittsburgh Broncos, Tom Brady.
Kids, come behind your mother and say hello real quick. Just pop in, say hi. You're gonna have to squeeze in behind your mom's chair, put your face down. There's Will.
Hi.
Hello. There's Will. He's 9. Gonna be 10 in March.
Yeah. Blue Wave's cutting out. Thanks for joining us, Blue Wave Odyssey. It was great to see you. Have a good night.
And there's Bella, 12 years old. She'll be 13 in April. And we all have transition lenses, which always makes us look weird when we come inside.
No, we look super cool.
We're hip. Happening in a far out way. Yeah. So what is it?
All right. So who's been to the Super Bowl the most? We had some appropriate guesses.
Uncle makes it with me.
According to our research, the worst team in the NFL, the New England Patriots.
The Patriots
have been, I think it was 11 times. Cheetahs. Bunch of cheetahs.
Yeah. RV Nomads 365. He hit the nail on the head with Tom Brady. Yes, sir.
That's right. Cheating baseball, they tear you apart. Cheating the NFL. Well, I already went there. I was going to say we won't go there.
He's a little biased.
I already did.
It's okay.
Boom. Thanks.
Wow. So next question. We'll move it along. Only one team has been to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. Name that team.
Don't say it.
All right. Who is it? Urban Geese.
Who is it?
Someone said Pittsburgh.
Somebody.
Oh, wait, that's Grammy.
San Francisco. I got 2 guesses. Who's been there 4 years in a row? Nick says, next question, is the food ready?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It's sitting at a perfect 127-degree temperature. That's in the safe zone, right?
Yeah. All right, we got a guess for Buffalo. Any other guesses? Pittsburgh. 2 for Pittsburgh.
Looks like there it is. The Buffalo Bills. That is correct. RV Nomad 365. They've been to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. That's my team. Unfortunately, they lost all 4 games, which is all anyone ever remembers. Didn't they lose 4 straight Super Bowls? Yeah, but who else has been to 4 straight Super Bowls? Not the Cheetahs. Only 3 for them. Only 3. Sorry.
That's right.
That's why they're in the same division. So I really not a fan of the Patriots.
Yeah. All right, we got 8 minutes left of our live feed. So let's move on to our last couple of questions. So the Chiefs and the 49ers, for those of you who don't know, are playing in the Super Bowl tonight. So when was the last time that the Kansas City Chiefs won a Super Bowl? What year?
What year? We'll take the first guess. First one we see. Who caused the last 2 world wars but lost them both? This sounds deep. This sounds...
History.
Russia. I don't know.
Thanks for stopping by. Daydream about nice things. We appreciate your support. Have a great night. 50 years ago. Actually, it was 50 years ago. I saw the number and it doesn't seem like it's that long ago. But yes, James Cantonese, you are correct. It was 50 years ago.
They're probably just looking at
50 years ago.
They're probably looking
1970. Now, who did they play against? Who did they win the Super Bowl against? Bonus question.
Hey, nomadic hippie. What's happening? Where are you pulling through? Hanging out. Oh, yeah, while we're doing this, what's the lineup for today? I think we were the first up.
Oh, I have it pulled up here. So tonight, after we log out, next is Beyond Beauty 3. Then we have POA, but they were on already. They did their live early so they could enjoy the game. But Proceeding Onward America. Then 8 o'clock Eastern is Papa Drew RV, as well as our Epic RV Adventure.
And of course, remember it's 7:30. Is it 7:30 Central? Our National Adventure has their premiere also.
That's right. And then finally, wrapping it up this evening is Diary of a Family at 9 p.m. So those are the YouTube TV lives this evening, Sunday night.
Eastern. North
All
Carolina. Hippies, nomadic hippies in North Carolina heading to North Dakota.
Ooh.
That's not a fun drive. We've gone from North Carolina to Omaha, Nebraska before.
Yeah, that's a be safe, friends.
Yes.
Safe. But yes, so getting back to the Super Bowl, the Chiefs won their last Super Bowl in 1970 against the Vikings.
The Vikings.
The Vikings. All right, so let's flip the script.
The 49ers' last Super Bowl win was in what year? Here's a hint that you won't know. It's the year I graduated high school. How about that? That's not going to help you, but there you go. What might help you?
How old do you think he is? How old do you know he is? In what year? Oh, back in my day.
Back in my day, the 49ers went to the Super Bowl and they won it.
Nick says 1920.
Close.
Yeah, not quite that old, unless he's like a vampire or something and doesn't age. Maybe then. Did they even have Super Bowls back in 1920? I don't think it was.
Who knows?
Google knows. We'll
Yes, Hippie. According to our schedule that we got, Beyond Beauty's coming up next, 6 Eastern.
Yeah. Got some great guesses. 1920, 1989, 1977. Fun fact, that's the year he was born.
Oh, now you really got to do math.
1983, 1954.
2025.
So was the year I graduated high school. Come on, our national adventure. What?
We'll throw him a bone. 1995 was the last time the 49ers won the Super Bowl.
Now, the last question, follow up with that. Who did they beat? 1995. And then we are done with that.
Right.
Woo!
Thanks for joining us, Nomadic Hippie.
Safe travels all the way to the frozen tundra, North Dakota.
North Dakota. Oh, yeah. Got to get some lutefisk up in North Dakota.
Dakota.
Even the locals there don't enjoy it.
It's, yeah. They talk funny.
Yes.
Who are they playing?
All right.
Nobody's guessing. We're
Chargers. The Chargers.
The
San
Chargers.
Francisco 49ers won against, was it St. Louis at that time? The St. Louis Chargers?
San Diego.
San Diego Chargers.
That's fine.
Did
It's
you tell
okay.
everybody the 49ers are your favorite team, Mom?
Shut up.
They were never, no.
No?
There were some St. Louis Cardinals.
Well, I know they moved around a lot. Whatever.
But
See, that I like the game. I'm just not
Rams.
super knowledgeable, but it's fine.
Cardinals, Rams, Cardinals. No.
Perhaps.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know. Anyway.
But anyway, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us. Our first live of 2020, our first live with the YouTube RV TV Guide channel. So we will be here every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern.
That's right. No matter where we are.
That's right. And of course, travel nurse, I work weekends. So if I happen to be working, this guy going solo or with
I'll
these
find a
two.
special guest. Or we'll have the
Bernie's
kids.
special guest.
There you go. But thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for supporting us. Don't forget to check out all these fantastic channels that you've seen in the live tonight. Head over to their channel, subscribe, give them thumbs up, leave some comments. Definitely continue supporting the RV community. And we thank you for your love and for your support. And we are going to sign off.
That's right. Head on over to Beyond Beauty 3.
Yes.
If you feel the urge.
Pop it
and,
up next.
Give them some love too.
That's
all right.
right. The game hasn't started yet.
We gotta go. We gotta go over to our brother Nick's, who's making all the awesome comments in the chat. We're gonna bring our food and our beverages and have a little fun tonight.
That's right.
Take care.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.